everyone, so today I'm going to be doing kind of a review video of two different products that are very similar, and I thought I would let you guys know what I like about them, what I don't like about them, which one I'd recommend, and everything like that. So the two products I'm going to be reviewing are the first one is the Chateau Labiotte Wine Cleansing Balm, and then the second one I'm going to be reviewing is the Lala the Queen Cleansing Sorbet. So two different price points. This one is about $5, give or take. I got this one from a Rose shop, and this one is 75 grams. And then the second one I bought back when Mimi Box still directly sold products. So, and this one was about, I think about around $16. And this one is, how much is this one? 80 milliliters. So I've been using the Chateau Labiotte one a lot longer. I've been using this one probably since about, I don't know, maybe January, February-ish, so I really know what I think about this product. And the Lala Queen one I have been using for about close to like a month, 2 months, closer to 2 months now. So I've used them on and off, and like I'll use one night and one the next night to see if I really notice like a whole bunch of big differences between the two. And yeah, so I'll just get started and let you guys know what I think. So starting out with the Chateau Labiotte one, the packaging of this is so incredibly adorable. It is a plastic package and it looks like a cute little wine glass to go along with the wine theme of this product. So when you open it up, it is a screw off top, and then it comes with a little interior cap. It's just like one of those flimsy plastic interior caps, just to kind of, you know, keep the product sanitary. And then of course it comes with like a little spatula scoop to scoop the product out so you don't have to like stick your fingers in it, which I love that it comes with that, because, you know, it just keeps everything a little bit more sanitary. So I've used quite a bit of mine, so there's not a whole lot left, but this stuff really does last a pretty good amount of time. Like I mentioned, I've had this since about January, February-ish, and the color of it is a very light pinky kind of color, and basically what it is like this very light, almost kind of a whipped feeling solid oil, but the second you touch it, it starts to like melt in your hand. So it's got a very low melting point. It has a very nice light scent to it. It's kind of like a rosy but kind of winey scent, but it's extremely subtle and soft, so it's not overwhelming. Moving on to the next one, the Lala the Queen brand. This one is the lemon lime version. I believe they also have a wild rose scent, but they were out of that one whenever I was ordering it. Otherwise I probably would have gone for the wild rose one, but this one, like I said, is lemon lime, so it's a little bit different. Not that packaging is really a huge factor or anything, but I like the way the actual package of this looks. But then there's like this really weird kind of tacky looking sticker on the top, which always makes me laugh when I look at it. It's just like two ambiguous children holding hands, and one has the head of a star and one has the head of a flower. I don't know. So when you open this one up, it also has another light plastic interior cap, and then this one also comes with the same kind of like little scoop. Again, it's another one of those solid oils, like just barely solid oil, and this one kind of has like a transparent green kind of color to it. And I love the scent of this one as well. This one, the scent is a little bit more prominent than the Chateau Labiotte one, but I like the scent of both of them, and they're both still very subtle scents overall. And overall in texture, I would say they feel very similar, except for this one might be just a tiny bit more gel-like than the Chateau Labiotte one. That one kind of feels a little bit more of like a slightly kind of like a whipped kind of oil, and this one has just a little bit more of like a gel kind of finish to it. In the Lala the Queen one, this one says it has rosehip, safflower, macadamia, olive, avocado, and jojoba oils with extract of gold, peony root, and vitamin E. So that's what this one claims to have. This one says it has like some sort of French wine infused into it, I guess obviously to go along with the wine theme, and it also has olive oil and grapeseed oil in it. The Lala one also mentions to not apply this to the eye area, whereas the Chateau Labiotte one, I didn't see anywhere of it like explicitly stating not to apply it on the eyes, although I have done it before, but I don't recommend it with either of these products, to be honest. It does do a good job at removing eye makeup, especially mascara, but the one thing that I didn't like about it that I've tried a couple times was that a little bit of the product would get in my eyes, and although it didn't sting or burn or anything, it did kind of make my eyes a little cloudy, especially since I wear contacts. So I would kind of just steer clear of using this on your eyes, especially if you're a contact lens wearer. If not, kind of use at your own risk. So how I use both of these products is pretty much the same. What I will do is I will remove my eye makeup separately, which I'll have a video talking about my like full like skincare everything soon, but I remove all of my eye makeup first. So mainly this is really just for me removing my foundation or any kind of face products that I have or lip products and stuff like that, and especially eyebrow products. This does a wonderful job at breaking down those thicker pomades. So what I'll do is take a small scoop of it, not much, probably about the size of like a small marble, and I'll kind of like melt it in between my fingers a bit, and then I'll end up rubbing it all over my face in circular motions just to really work the product into the skin. And it does a wonderful job at just melting off you know, powder, foundation, creams, anything like that. I find that it does a really amazing job. I find that both of them do, to be honest. The only thing that's a little bit different that I'll go into now is kind of how the product reacts once you add in water to it. So with the Chateau Labiotte one, it turns into like a white milky kind of texture. It stays very thin and it just kind of, you know, washes away really nicely. The Lala one, this one, whenever you mix like water, this one actually almost emulsifies and turns into a thicker kind of feeling on the skin. It almost kind of turns into its own like foaming cleanser. With the Chateau Labiotte one, I find if I keep rinsing my face, it'll all kind of come off, and I don't really necessarily have to use like a towel to remove it, but I definitely feel like I have to use a towel to remove the Lala Queen one since it does get so thick. So again, I wouldn't really call either of that like a good thing or a bad thing, but I do think I prefer the Chateau Labiotte one just because it is a little bit easier to cleanse off. But I also find that both of them remove my makeup pretty much the same. They just kind of change a little bit once you add water into them. And once you have washed off both of these, I find to have a very similar feeling on the skin. I find that it leaves my skin feeling really nicely hydrated without it feeling like oil on the skin, but rather it just sinks in really nicely and really quickly, and it leaves my skin feeling super soft and moisturized from within almost. It doesn't leave any kind of like film on the skin, which is also a really good thing if you are a person who likes to use this in the morning and you want to go apply makeup right after that. So here is a quick demonstration on showing the two different products and how they work. So this isn't the most scientific way to test these two products side by side. However, I applied foundation, some concealer, some bronzer, some contour, mascara, liquid lipstick, eyeliner to my hand, and I placed a piece of tape over the center portion so we can compare. So on the left hand side of the screen, this is the Chateau Labiotte brand, and on the right hand side is the Lala the Queen brand. So I took about equal parts of the product and I started to massage it onto the hand. You can see it starts to break down the product very quickly. However, the liquid lipstick is very budge proof, so that one tended to stay on both sides, to be honest. You probably won't be able to tell too much from this part, but I added a little bit of water to both sides. Next, I just wiped both sides with a hand towel, and then I finished it up with wiping the skin with a little bit of toner on a cotton pad. So here you can see about how much makeup residue was left over on the cotton pads compared to the two different brands. Overall, it looks like there was just a tiny bit more makeup on the Lala Queen side, but like I said, this isn't the most scientific technique. Overall, I would say it was pretty close between the two. So those are overall my thoughts on both of these cleansing balms. There's like 1,000,001 cleansing balms in the universe, but these are two that I've tried and I really like both of them. And yeah, so between the two of them, I think, like I said earlier, the Chateau Labiotte one is my favorite, but I definitely would see myself repurchasing both of these in the future. Maybe not at the same time because who needs that many cleansing balms, but I definitely did like both of them, and maybe next time I'll try to get the Wild Rose one to see if it's in stock. But yeah, I really do like both of these, and there's not really that much difference between the two of these other than packaging, price, and of course, like I mentioned, how they react once you add in water. So that is it for this review video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. Link is below, and until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.